What's up, all you lovely people? Welcome back, or welcome for the first time. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. It really does mean a lot to me. Today, we're going to kick off the third day of 31 Days of Halloween Horror, so stick around.
You're afraid of dying.
How do you know? You've never tried it before.
Alright, everyone, I don't know if you could guess from the thumbnail what movie this is going to be. This is a little bit less known, I guess. It's a very recent movie, but it kind of came and went. I was interested in it when I saw the trailers and stuff. I never watched it, so this is actually a first time watch for me. But before I reveal what it is, if you could hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't. It really does help me out. So, that out of the way. The Cursed from 2021. Now, that's not to be confused with Cursed, the Wes Craven werewolf film. However, there is a few things in common, right? So, as I said, this is the first time watch for me. I was interested in it when I saw the trailers a while ago, but I feel like it kind of just went away. Like it came and went, and nothing ever happened with it. I never heard anyone talk about it or anything like that. So I was curious about it. It looked pretty good. So from the trailers, it kind of looked like a run of the mill werewolf movie, right? And it kind of sounds like it. The synopsis of the movie: in rural 19th century France, a mysterious, possibly supernatural menace threatens a small village. John McBride, who's played by Boyd Holbrook, a pathologist, comes to town to investigate the danger and exorcise some demons of his own. Now, it's not a really straightforward werewolf movie. It is kind of a werewolf movie. I don't know. There's some weird stuff with it. The one thing I'll give it is atmosphere. It has a great tension filled atmosphere to it. It really does build that up. However, I feel like the payoff is a little bit of a letdown. There's also this, and since it's a recent movie, I don't want to spoil anything. Um, there's this like wraparound story to it that kind of feels unnecessary. Um, I don't know. Overall, I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of the movie. It wasn't bad. There's some weird things with these teeth. Um, it really has to do less of like your standard werewolf full moon silver thing. Less to do with that, more of a an actual curse put upon people. Um, and this is a name for the people used in the movie, so I'm going to use it. However, I don't think it's the proper term. I'm ignorant to what the proper term is. In the movie, they're referred to as gypsies. Um, this group of gypsies are living on this land, and the person who claims to own the land decides to do some really bad stuff, make an example of them. And one of the things they have that they talk about, but it's never really fully explained, is a set of gold, or not gold, silver fangs, right? And that's actually what you see on the poster here. Top of the bottom, there's these silver fangs with these carvings into them, and you actually see them make them in the movie, but they kind of have a little bit to do with it. The movie gets a little lost with what actually happens to you when the curse falls upon you. So it lost me a little bit in that. Like I said, atmosphere really good. Storyline is kind of eh. It falls apart a little bit toward the end. So this isn't gonna be a returning movie on my 31 Days of Halloween Horror. It just isn't. I'm glad I watched it to see it because Boyd Holbrook, I think he gives a pretty good performance. Also, Kelly Riley, I think she's most popular right now for Yellowstone. She just gives a good performance, but other than that, it's just a little lost. There's some good effects in it. There's a point like middle of the movie that's really good with this little girl and one of the wolves, but other than that, it's just kind of falls flat. And I mean, the ratings for the movie are pretty decent. It's got a 6.2 out of 10 on IMDb, which IMDb's pretty harsh rating scale, so that's pretty good. But I'll just leave it there. I, I can't say whether or not you should watch it. I'm glad I did, just for the atmosphere, for the tension. But I don't think I'll be watching it again. It's just not that kind of a repeat movie. And I decided I am going to start rating these movies. And so this will be the first one that I actually rate. And I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it 2 out of 5 pumpkins. So there you go, everyone. That's what I picked for my third day of 31 Days of Halloween Horror, The Cursed from 2021. Let me know if you have seen this movie, what you thought about it. If you haven't, will you be watching it? If you're doing 31 Days of Halloween Horror, what did you watch on your third day? All right, with that, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great weekend.